So this is one of the most exciting racing games of the year, but it's not what you think. This is iRacing Arcade, and in this video I'm going to show you how it works, I'm going to disclose something about this game, and I'm also going to show you how to become good at it as well. So these are the settings I'm running on. You can see these are the options I have available. This is a demo that the guys gave me over the weekend, and so I've been playing over the weekend in this game. And it's called iRacing Arcade, but you can see that it's running like an absolute dream on these settings. Like, it's not a really demanding game at all. And that's partly because it's based on, I believe, a kind of underlying game called Circuit Superstars. And that was a game I actually worked on. Like, I actually contributed to the development of that game. So I'm going to disclose that here. I may be kind of biased about this one. That would make sense, right? But I'm going to say something to start with. This is not really, in my view, an iRacing game. Like, I think if you come into this thinking this is iRacing, you're going to be disappointed. I think it's great that it has the iRacing license. I think it's great that it has the official license for the cars and the tracks. But I wouldn't, just don't come into it thinking, I think iRacing has connotations that this is going to be some kind of insane sim and it's going to be really realistic, and that's not the case. So if we think of this like it's a arcade, you know, the arcade part of iRacing Arcade is an arcade racing game that's going to have licensed cars and licensed tracks. Even then, you can see in the tracks, the sponsors are all fake and stuff. I don't mind that. I think that adds to the charm. The most important thing is that I'm driving this Porsche 911. Now, I'm going to show you here this first race, and I'm going to show you in this video how to get better at iRacing Arcade. But firstly, this game is a lot of fun. Like, it's so simple to pick up and play. You're only really accelerating and braking, but there's quite a bit you do in terms of getting off the brake and rotating. It's not a simulation, but I think it's so accessible, it's much better for someone to start on this game who's never done a racing game before. You're actually going to have a load of fun, you're going to understand how corners work, you're going to understand how braking works, you're going to understand what getting on the throttle is like, you're going to have a load of fun. And maybe when you get into this properly, then you're going to want to step into something like a Gran Turismo, and then eventually maybe an iRacing. But I don't think you go from this straight into iRacing. So there's a few features you can see in the bottom left. We've got like the health of the car, we've got fuel, we've got tyre wear. That's going to be really cool for longer events, you know, driving styles where you're looking after your tyres. There's also a penalty system. That's actually better than the penalty system in Gran Turismo, which is ridiculous, but it's true. There's slipstreaming, so you can see here there's slipstreaming. There's curbs. The curbs are really satisfying to drive on. You can send it. There's contact as well. The penalties are quite light on the contact. They're very strict on the track limits, but they make sense in the track limits. You can see that one there wasn't a track limit. And the track, like, this is Tsukuba. I've driven this track in many different sims. I've driven this track in iRacing, done VRS endurance races here with GT3s. That's on the channel. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, because I cover all racing games and the weekly sim racing shows, so please subscribe, massively helps me out. But there is a way to drive fast in this game, and like I said, it turns on the rotation. The graphics I'm really happy with. It has a great feel through the controller. Again, I wouldn't think of this like an inverted commas iRacing game, because I would not use a wheel to drive this game at all. Like, for me, this is a controller or maybe a keyboard game, but I'm very happy on a controller, and I am actually driving Tsukuba like I would in real life, including going outside there on the AstroTurf. So let me show you a little bit how the game also works. And this demo, I think, by the time I release this video, the demo should be out to everyone. So I really recommend that you pick up this free demo, and hopefully I'll catch up with the team again very soon and share you some more aspects of the game. But so you have these kind of cute like ceremonies. You know, I like it. You got all your drivers there. This is against bots, just so no one's thinking I'm racing against actual people. And this is your menu setting you have. This is for this demo that, like I said, should be available for everyone. So I'm going to do this qualifying and race on pro settings, and then I'm going to show you on master settings. Okay, because I'm a sim racer. I want to get faster at my racing. So you've got all these really nice cinematics. I think they're really cool. You have qualifying to start off with. The qualifying has ghosting, and you get 2 laps. So no slipstream, but there's ghosting. And this time around I'm going to try and drive a bit faster, although I do make a mistake on my qualifying lap that you're going to see. So keep an eye on the top right for my best lap times and my ultimate lap times, because if you download this demo, I want you to try and beat me at home and let me know in the comments if you beat me. So I'm doing a bit of a tappy style on the controller. Now this is why I start to mess up. This lap is not going to be a good lap. In fact, I think I'm going to cut the corner here probably. You can see. Okay, so we're talking about from here onwards. There's similar to Gran Turismo, you get a lot of rotation when you come off the brake. Okay, so it's not like karting when you're manipulating the car on the brake. Here, there's a real sweet spot. In GT, I've called it like bonus rotation. Like you get bonus rotation when you release. There you go. Can you see there? You release that brake, and just before you get on the throttle, you're letting the car rotate. Again, there. Did you see how much I exited on the corner? So what you want to try and do is hit the brake early, but then think about getting off that brake and turning. So that means you want to be braking in a straight line. I can't believe I'm talking about actual racing techniques here, but it's true. You want to brake in a straight line. You want to keep that thumbstick nice and straight. And then as you release the brake, then you want to flick the thumbstick really, and you want to have max rotation and max, your thumbstick all the way to the left or the right when you're off the brake, and then ease it back in as you get off the power. So that was the qualifying. I can't actually remember where I qualified. I think I qualified first or second. So I was really learning here. This is the pro setting. Like I said, we're going to go to master as well. But 27.341, and in this race, I'm really going to show you how the handling works and like what happens when you really concentrate. And like I said, I think it's a game for everyone. I'm not paid to make this video, or I don't have any stipulations, but I think everyone's going to enjoy this game, whether you're brand new to racing or whether you're an experienced racer like me. And I think that's fantastic. I can't say that about that many racing games. So starting on pole position, this is Tsukuba. We're opening it up. We're trying to clip the apex. And you're going to see during this race just how good I get at clipping apexes. And we're going to try and avoid doing what I did there, which is basically, you can see, braking while I'm holding the thumbstick. And I'm just going to understeer. Instead, we want to do like that. You want to rotate the car onto the curb, have the wheels pointing straight, and then get on the power. You can see through this back last corner at Tsukuba as well, you don't want to scrub too much speed. And now we're really going to be motoring here. We're going to be doing some nice apexes. We're going to be leaving everyone for dead. But like I said, look at the sky. Really nice graphics. Really nice track details. Yeah, it's called Funlop, not Dunlop. I don't fully know why they don't have the full licensing, but you see the Tsukuba circuit is definitely licensed. Like the logos for Tsukuba, that's definitely licensed. The Porsche 911 looks so good. It looks so good. Like I absolutely love this representation of the car. And like I said, I was involved before with Circuit Superstars, and I'm really happy for the team that they're able to get these incredible looking cars with official looking liveries, if I can say that. And now I'm really getting into it. We're going to try and lower that lap time. We're already going to be on lap 4, so the races are really short and sweet here. But if Circuit Superstars is anything to go by, I think during the endurance races, it's going to add a real dynamic, because when you have a look at your tyres, you might have different strategies come into play. Look at this corner here, riding that curb, and you feel yourself getting... I remember doing this in Colin McRae back in the day. You can kind of get yourself pulled around the corner if you get an inside wheel on the inside of the curb. So it's really satisfying. Things I would love to see. I would love to see track deformation. I'd love to see the grass being like 3D and kind of getting torn up. It would add a real sense of the racetrack kind of being attacked over the course of the race. Maybe the rubbered line, maybe some spin out lines, etc. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know whether we're going to have night races, but that would be awesome. I'm not fully sure what the track list is going to be, but like just imagine doing the Nordschleife in this. I would actually love it. There's enough of a skill window that it's going to be really fun for skilled drivers to do that. And do you see there how I kept the revs up? I was able to absolutely smash the revs around that first corner. We want to hit the curb here, keep it nice and straight lined, brake, off the brake, rotate, power, use the curb on the exit. It's exactly what I do when I'm telling people how to drive at Tsukuba. Look how much we're hugging the right line on the outside. Okay, so you're wondering, how difficult does this game actually get? Okay, what if we go to the highest difficulty setting? Well, we're going to see. This is my Porsche. I'll show you the cinematic. There's my dude doing some Fortnite dance. We've got all the official iRacing. I think there was a Porsche 963 racing this weekend that had an iRacing arcade logo. So it's great to see iRacing really pushing this. And I think it's a great combination. I think it's exactly what's needed in the racing space. There's my dude. Use this opportunity to hit the like button down below if you like this video. Okay, so we're going to go all the way up to Superstar. We're not even going to do Master. Sorry, Superstar. And that, you know, obviously Circuit Superstars. So we're going all the way up to the hardest difficulty setting. And this is all in one take. I recorded this. So you can see how I'm progressing kind of in real time. Now, what I noticed at this difficulty setting is that I was having a lot of fun. It almost felt like I was driving against real people. Like there was some variety in the lines happening. And it didn't feel like they were robotically all doing the same line, which I quite enjoyed. And you're going to see that in the race as well. It was also really difficult for me to like gain on the cars ahead. So if I did a 10 out of 10 corner, I might gain on them, but anything less than that, I'm going to lose. And I quite like that level of difficulty because for me, that's how I race in real life, is I'm normally up against really fast people. So we did a 27.2, which I think is maybe one of our fastest lap times of the whole video. Remember, at home, that's what you're trying to beat. And it felt like I was kind of gaining on the car, but I think I made a mess maybe of this last hairpin here. Let's see. Just a little bit. Again, if you have a couple of stabs on the throttle, you're going to lose a load of time, just like real life. So you want to be smooth on the throttle. You want to get on the throttle once and keep on it. And that's only good enough for P9. And that's a 27.154. So we're almost in the 26s. And yeah, only good enough for a P9. I'm sorry to say. So here we go. This is that final race. And this is what it's like on the most difficulty setting. And hopefully you're going to see here what I meant about it. It kind of feels like you're racing against real people. Like there's real dynamism. The guy behind gets squeezed out. He goes for a send. I follow him. That's pretty cool. Round the outside, I kind of have to let them go. Bit of contact there. More contact here. Like it feels very dynamic. Like I'm really happy with this difficulty. This is unironically better AI than you have in Assetto Corsa Evo. Kind of feels wrong to say that, but it's true, so I'll say it. And it kind of feels here like, again, like I can't make any mistake. Look at that absolute send from the purple Porsche. Like respect. And then he goes for everyone. And I kind of get a bit of red mist, think I'm going to cut this. And obviously get a penalty. And there's more penalties that come in this race. Like I think, if I remember correctly, the racing in this particular race gets really intense. Like very surprisingly intense. So we're P10 at the moment. Look at the blue Porsche really hugging that curb. The cars sound great as well. This wouldn't be as fun in an electric car. And we're on the curbs. Again, now look at the penalties here. Penalty on left-hand side. Then there's another penalty here. Can you see? So we're racing the cars who are taking penalties. They're side by side ahead. Unbelievable. We push him off. They make contact. We're now up to P7, but we've lost the slipstream. There's a little slipstream icon, so we get a little boost. Are we going to get slipstream? We get a little bit sent here. The car behind gets a penalty. They're side by side ahead again. Is someone going to get a penalty here? No, we're getting absolutely bullied out. Look at this. 3 penalties. 3 penalties in one go, and someone gets through, and then we're all like 4 wide on the exit. Certified 3 wide moment here. How sick is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is genuinely a lot of fun, and I've got the red mist now. Oh, you've got to get a penalty, ref. There we go. Are we going to get it through? You can see that if you turn in while you're getting fishtailed, it's not going to end well. Oh no, penalty, double penalty. Double penalty now. Now we're in a battle to try and save P11 for the last lap. But yeah, maybe you watch this video at the beginning, you're thinking, oh, it kind of looks a bit pedestrian. You know, it's probably for kids. I'm like, hang on, this is some of the best racing. This is like Gran Turismo Daily Race A, essentially. They've kind of captured it. And this is much better than the Gran Turismo AI. So, yeah, unbelievable stuff. And like I said, this demo should be free, I think, now. They said it was going to come out on Monday for everyone at Tsukuba. If you want to see me do more, just leave a comment saying we want to see more of this, because I'll go back to my iRacing Arcade and I'll say, can we do some more stuff with you to kind of see more of the game? Because I really enjoyed it. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Let me know what you thought of it. Some more videos around here, and I'll see you next time.